going to call upon our Director of Racing, Greg Blanchard, now for a few words prior to dinner.
Thank you very much, Sugar. What a great crowd again this year, and it's wonderful to see. It seems to get a little bit bigger each and every year, and we want to welcome all of our horse people. We want to welcome our special guests, including our sponsors, our board of governors, and everyone else who was able to make it out tonight. This is a night we look forward to. It's a very important night to us here, as we get to recognize and honor all of the hard work that you folks do, and of course pay tribute to the horses that put it on the line each and every night for us here. So it's very important for us, and we want to certainly pass along our congratulations to everyone for another outstanding season, and wish you all the best throughout the balance of this year. We want to also let you know that here at the district, we remain tremendously committed to live racing, and hosting an event like this is our way of sort of giving back and saying thank you to you folks for everything you do for us. And I'd like to take a minute to recognize our CEO of the Western Fair Association, Hugh Mitchell. I didn't really tell him I was going to do this, but you know, I think there's a gentleman there that I don't think people realize how much work he has put in the last 2 or 3 years on behalf of the industry, working toward a long-term and sustainable, not only sustainable, but vibrant industry in Ontario. And in talking with you, as I often do, I'm getting, you know, positive indications that we're getting close to announcing some good news here in the not too distant future. So I really think it's important to recognize him and the tremendous work he's done, and we're very fortunate to have him as our CEO here of the Western Fair Association. Thank you. We've got a great team here, a great team that I work with, and you know, from Sugar Doyle to Amy O'Toole, Josie Coble, and our Spectre team to put on a wonderful event like this. So I want to thank them as well, and of course our sponsors who are here to support us each and every year. And finally, we want you folks to enjoy it. It's a rare night off for you. So make sure you have some fun tonight and make the most of it. And again, congratulations. Great job to all of our winners this year. And with that, we're going to call the Vice Chair of the Western Fair Association, Ann Strotman, to say grace.
Good evening and welcome, everyone. As we come together to celebrate the best of racing, we're reminded of what a privilege it is to work alongside these people and these horses, and we're thankful for their friendship. For the food we are about to share, for those that grew it, those that are preparing it, and those that are about to serve it, we're grateful. Enjoy your evening.
Okay, those that might not know, I'm the track announcer, Sugar Doyle, Shannon Sugar Doyle here. Grew up in Summerside, Prince Edward Island, fell in love with the horses, and it's worked out pretty good for me. I'm very happy to be here with you all tonight. 12 years ago this month, I took a shot, arrived at Northlands Park to call my first horse race. I remember showing up late at night on a plane, got to Northlands Park, and I slept on the floor of a dorm that first night there, and met the boss, the new boss, the next morning, and I had a great run in Alberta. Came here in the fall of 13, and it's been a great run here in London ever since. So happy to be here. So, to start things off, we've got a little bit of an icebreaker video. It's catching up with gentlemen from the driver's room, gentlemen and ladies from the driver's room. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cool are you?
Pretty freaking cool. It's a 10 or something.
Oh, 10 and a half.
Oh, I would have to say 10, but there's a lot of other people that might say something else.
Got that.
Definitely an 11.
11 and a half.
6. Oh, definitely a 10.
Easily a 10.
I'd have to say about 7.
Oh, about an 8.5.
Oh, yeah. What is one thing you'd like to put on your bucket list?
To play for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
To go skydiving.
I'd like to be someplace warm, drinking pina coladas.
I want to visit Dubai.
Traveling the world.
$1 million lottery ticket.
Win the Gold Cup in Saucer. I've seen everyone since I was born, really.
Bucket list for harness racing would be to win a major stake race like the North American Cup or the Hamiltonian. Non-harness racing would be buy a house in the near future.
Monaco Grand Prix.
Travel the world.
What is one thing you're most afraid of?
Coming home late at night.
Snakes, spiders, any kind of gross insect for sure.
Snakes.
Getting one of my brother's horses beat.
Coming home late at night.
Disappointing people.
Snakes.
Snakes. I'm petrified of snakes.
And you live in Australia?
Yes, I hate them. Like a girl, hate them.
Dying, even though sometimes when I race, people may question that.
Say g'day, mate, with an Australian accent.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate. G'day, mate.
Good day, mate.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a driver are
10.
you?
I used to be about a 9.
Oh, easily a 10.
Oh, 9.9.
Oh, I didn't even know I was a driver.
It depends on the day. I haven't driven anything today, so right now I'll start at 10.
I'd say 7 too.
Yeah. No comment.
I'll give myself a solid 8 or 9 for sure. Again, people might not 100% agree, but that's my take on it.
Depends how good a horse I'm driving.
Who gets picked on the most in the driver's room?
Probably Scott Young.
Travis Henry.
Scott Young, because he tends to drive down snowmobile trails and get cars stuck when you're on the way to London.
Be between Nick Stewart and Scott Young, I think. Scotty Young, but he deserves it.
Hands down, Scott Young.
Oh, Scott Young for sure. Scott Young. Me right now.
Besides me, because I get quite a bit of torture, it would have to be Nick Stewart or even Travis Henry, but I probably take on quite the most.
What is your favorite race of all time?
North American Cup, I like to watch those all the time.
Oh, probably the North American Cup. Some beach in the Meadowlands Space.
The Gold Cup and Saucer, I'd have to say.
I don't know. I think I went to the Jug this year, so it's probably the Jug now.
Sandpail beating the European horses.
The Gold Cup and Saucer.
The time Somebeachsomewhere got beat.
Tell us something unique about leading driver Bob McClure.
He has an unusual, and I mean unusual, tattoo of a unicorn on his right butt cheek.
Bob McClure. Well, I've heard that his actually real name was Barbara McClure, and now he switched over to Bob, so I'm not quite sure what the truth is behind that.
I think he cuts his hair with a ball, so Jason Ryan says.
He's very quiet.
He's more insecure than he lets off.
How arrogant he is.
I have a really quiet demeanor outside of the racetrack. You know, I'm a very quiet, easy, keep to myself. You know, not a very loud person.
I think he wears purple underwear every time he races.
He's one of the only drivers who thinks there's a passing lane in London.
The driver's room at the Raceway, ladies and gentlemen. That's all right. Alrighty, a fabulous video there put together by our team, and let's see, before we get to some awards, let's do some door prizes right off the bat. Josie and Amy, gonna help out in this. Come on, let's do some door prizes. We're gonna give away lots of stuff tonight. First round of door prizes right now. Let's do this thing. Oh, one on the floor. Is that the winner? Yeah, sure. All right, Amy and Josie, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Yeah. There's one. We're drawing three, Josie.
Okay, I'm picking.
Okay.
Taylor Kinsman.
Taylor Kinsman. Come on down.
Klaus Ebner.
Klaus Ebner.
And Steve Stewart.
And Steve Stewart. Come on down. You're all winners of the first round of door prizes. All righty. You betcha. 3 rounds of door prizes, I guess, this evening. Getting set to go with our first award now, and it is the Ruth Herbert Award for the Horsewoman of the Year. It's sponsored by the past recipients. Again, the Ruth Herbert Award, and I believe, where's the past recipients? You might as well come on down and get set to present this award. I'm going to do a little reading, too, as well. The recipient of this year's Horsewoman of the Year Award, she was born and raised in Melbourne, Ontario. She started in the Ontario Standardbred business when the sire stakes were conceived and has remained a committed and passionate member of the industry ever since. She has raised 2 children, Cam and Carmen, along the way. A few highlights for this woman in racing. Her career has been winning the Molson Pace with such sparkle and racing Matscape Sealster in Toronto. So after working with Waldheim Stables for 15 years, she and her partner Jerry Sims decided to branch off on their own to train and race horses. They celebrate 30 years together. The recipient of this year's Horsewoman of the Year at the Raceway, Penny Francis. So we're looking for Penny Francis to come on down. A wonderful job in the industry. Right on. Big hand for Penny here. So again, past recipients of the award, Rulene Lilly and her crew are on hand to present to Penny here. You bet. Wonderful job, wonderful presentation there. Again, this was the Ruth Herbert Award with past recipients on hand presenting to Penny Francis. There we go. There we go. Tighten it up there, Rulene. There you go. Big smiles. Alrighty. Wonderful job. Penny Francis with the Ruth Herbert Award. Next up, we've got the Racing Under Saddle Outstanding Achievement Award. It's sponsored by Racing Under Saddle. I believe Natalie Elliott is with us this evening. Racing Under Saddle, also known as RUS, pleased to be here to celebrate their progress over its past 4 years of pure mutual racing in Ontario with the help of sponsorship from Stable 23 and RUS retiree Harlequin. They are very happy to be on hand and looking forward to the future of Racing Under Saddle in this province. Racing Under Saddle would like to recognize their top participants of 2017. Let's leave them with an impressive record of 4 wins from 5 outings. Sarah Town was the top rider. Shane Arsenault will be the top RUS Trainer of the Year. We're going to cue up a video now. Precious Phoebe to a break, and that's going to leave Let's Leave 'em on an expanding lead of 7 lengths. Tracking second, Majestic Mystic. It is going to be Let's Leave 'em, Sarah Town for Shane Arsenault in the Harlequin finale. Majestic Mystic and Elliott second. All Out Henry, Nielsen third. Then Reinsma with Callie Magoo, Precious Phoebe, and Enberg. There you go. That was the Racing Under Saddle finale held right here in London. The inaugural RUS Award, being the first. It's an award of outstanding contribution meant for an individual who's gone out of their way in helping RUS succeed. The outstanding contributor supports the success of RUS on and off the racetrack through qualifiers and races. They are a participant, coordinator, supporter at fundraisers, seminars, trade shows, and or through advertising. They are dedicated to Racing Under Saddle, have aided RUS to execute their goal. They've donated time, energy, and resources to the betterment of Racing Under Saddle. They also represent a positive image of RUS in the public eye, and of course, they provide exceptional support in the development of Racing Under Saddle. This gentleman hits each point to a T with trusty Teed. Callie Magoo on Racing Under Saddle. Very pleased to present John Braid with this award. Again, it's the award of outstanding contribution. John Braid, congratulations. Natalie Elliott on hand to offer up the congratulations, and wonderful job there, John. Racing Under Saddle, alive and well, hey? Pretty good rider, too. Pretty good rider, Natalie Elliott, you betcha. Wonderful job, John Braid. Award of outstanding contribution, congratulations. We're going now to the Caretaker of the Year award, and the finalists for Caretaker of the Year. They are Marta DeSico, Brad Doyle, Cassidy Schneider, Tammy Durbridge, Taylor Fritz. Going to ask them all to come on down, and how about a huge round for our Caretaker finalists? They're the unsung heroes in the sport. They look after the horses here day in, day out. They know them best. Again, gathering up Marta DeSico, Brad Doyle, Cassidy Schneider, Tammy Durbridge, and Taylor Fritz, all Caretaker of the Year finalists here at the Raceway. Now, people have been asking me, who got it? Who's getting Caretaker of the Year? I have no idea, but Amy O'Toole, she's got an idea. She's got an envelope, I believe, hey? Amy O'Toole with the envelope. Why don't you bring it on over and we'll, yeah, drum roll. It is a weak drum roll. You know what? If I had a drum roll, if I had a drum, I'd do something with it. Caretaker winner right here. Who's got it? Who's it gonna be? Caretaker of the Year 2017 at the Raceway, Marta DeSico, as voted on by you, the horse people. Congratulations, Marta. Favorite horse this past year, Marta? Pardon? Favorite horse this past year? This past year? Unchained Desire, you betcha. She cheers them on day in and day out here at the Raceway. Wonderful job. Ladies and gentlemen, our Caretaker finalists, fabulous job. Presenting for Caretaker of the Year. We had Joe Dales and Hugh Mitchell, of course. It was sponsored by Western Fair District. Caretaker of the Year went to Marta DeSico. So right now, a couple of weeks ago, attended the O'Brien Awards, was a fabulous video tribute to the late Somebeachsomewhere. We're going to cue that up right now. It's well worth watching again. Again, it's tribute to Somebeachsomewhere, shown at the O'Briens a couple of weeks ago.
Strong, and he has got it going on. Somebeachsomewhere, and Paul McDonnell by 4. Cup 25 to Canada's horse.
Where does Somebeachsomewhere rank among the greatest standardbreds to ever look through a bridle? How about with Niatross, Albatross, or Camfella? To begin with, it speaks volumes that he earned a berth in the Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame a mere 9 months after he finished his exceptional racing career. Look at what he did during his 2 seasons on the track. 20 wins and 21 starts for earnings of $3.2 million. Horse of the Year honors in the U.S., a record for single-season earnings of over $2.4 million, gaudy earnings of over $156,000 per start, 4 world records, including the fastest mile in the history of the sport, 146 and 4, and sub 150 miles in half of his 20 wins. The pride of Truro, Nova Scotia, established marks that may never be equaled. Bred in Ontario, the son of Mach 3 Where's the Beach was acquired for $40,000 by the Truro car salesman Brent McGrath and 5 partners at the Lexington Selected Yearling Sale. McGrath defied conventional wisdom by training the colt in Truro before sending him to Paul McDonnell. The two Macs meticulously planned every step of the Beach's once-in-a-lifetime career.
Some beach somewhere, and he's home in 149.
That's right, one of the greatest ever, Some Beach Somewhere. Fabulous video. Right on. Door prizes, right quick. 3 more door prizes right now before we get into the horse awards. These were ballots you filled out on your way in this evening. Okay, here we go. Ryan Holiday. Oh yeah, Ryan Holiday. We got Laura Roberts. Miss Laura Roberts, come on down. And Chris Robson, Dr. Chris Robson. All right, that's 3 door prize winners. Just come on down, and Amy will look after you. Looking dapper, Ryan Holiday, looking dapper. There you go. Way to go, Laura and Chris. Alrighty, let's do it then. On to the horse awards. These are horses that did their best in London. The first award, the 3-year-old trotting filly. This one is sponsored by London Selected Yearling Sale, and it's going to be presented by Mr. Dan Gall. Happy to have Dan with us this evening. Again, this sponsored by the London Selected Yearling Sale. And
Distance still. Liam Needsom. It's an 8 left to go for Iona. Iona by 3. Make it 4 now. Margot Placatus still holds on to second over Gelona. They're not going to catch Iona tonight. They'll race for a place in this one. Iona, Stewart on for Shaw. Margot Placatus was second by a head over Gelona. Then it was recreated. Liam Needsom, mile of 2 minutes, 3/5.
There it is, 3-year-old trotting filly of the year, Iona. Right on, owned by Joe Shaw, Jay Kressler, trained by Bill Shaw, driven mostly by Nick Stewart. I believe Travis Henry was on a bit. She started 11 times 2017 at the Raceway, 4 wins, $23,000 in earnings. Iona is your 3-year-old trotting filly of the year. Again, we thank the sponsor, London Selected Yearling Sale. Do we have connections of Iona in the house? I saw Bill Shaw here earlier. Come on down, folks. Again, trainer Bill Shaw. Owners were Joe Shaw and Jay Kressler, and again, the drivers were Nick Stewart and Travis Henry. Nick was on for the most part. Nice filly. She turned into a nice mare to race against the preferred types this season. Wonderful. And again, thanks to you, Dan Gall, for being on hand to present to the Winning Connections. Big Smile. That was a nice filly through 2017. Alrighty, we're on to here we go, one more round for the connections of Iona. 3-year-old trotting filly of the year. On to the 3-year-old colt and gelding trotter. And we're going to cue up the video. This one sponsored by Mac Lily Farms.
Wheel of the leader, PC Silent Drive just took third. Caretaker will try to hold fourth with an 8 left to go. A whole lot of sugar. Trying to see it through, though. Pingaling is full of trot on the outside. Pingaling and Holiday swoop up to grab control in deep stretch. Pingaling for the win. Whole lot of sugar was second. PC Silent Drive third. And trying to hold fourth was Caretaker over Ty's Little Dream. 2 minutes, 4/5.
Alrighty, presenting on behalf of McLuddy Farms, we've got Alex, Lacey, Coral, Jate, and Sadie Lily. And yeah, the connections of Pingaling. Come on down. Pingaling, right on. I believe we've got Caroline Holiday, Dennis Henath. I know Ryan Holiday's here. Already been to the stage once. I don't think he's done yet either. Pingaling was a 10-time starter with 6 wins, $25,000 in earnings for owners Caroline Holiday and Dennis Henath. Trained by Dave Holiday. Ryan Holiday, of course, did the driving. Squeeze in and big smiles for the camera. Okay. Just a heads up. One more time. Yeah, why not? A round of applause for the connections of Pingaling. Right on. Great season for the colt. Thanking McLuddy Farms and their crew for coming on out and presenting. Just to note that if you're winning an award tonight, you see your horse up on the video monitors, just make your way on down to the stage here. We'll speed things up a little bit and get things going a little bit better here. The 3-year-old pacing filly is up next, and this award, sponsored by Sealster Farms, presented by Joanne McGuinness. And we're going to cue the video for 3-year-old pacing filly. Funny 3 and kicking clear by 3 open lengths. Casino Classic for Holiday. 1:28 and 2 for 3/4. Casino Classic is leading. The lead is 3. Make it 4 now. Here's Casino Classic. She's in for a City of London final. Holiday on for the Manders. Tight for second. Funny 3 against Lotus Sealster. You've got Away With Me from well back to be fourth. 1:57 and 1. Never better. Casino Classic. Right on, wonderful. A fabulous season there for Casino Classic. Again, this 3-year-old pacing filly award sponsored by Sealster Farms. Casino Classic, 8 starts, 5 wins, including that City of London for the owners Richard and Keith Manders, trainer Rob Manders, and driver Ryan Holiday. Fabulous season, Casino Classic, 3-year-old pacing filly of the year. Asking you to squeeze in just a little bit tighter. There you go. Again, presenting this award, Joanne McGuinness of Sealster Farms. There you go, the connections of Casino Classic, fabulous year. Next up, we've got the 3-year-old pacing Coulter Gelding. And this horse just could not be beat in London. 3-year-old colt sponsored by Mad Barn. 1:29 and 3. 29 and 1 through the third. And Mach 1 trying to blow this one wide open. Holding down second still, Shalore's Magic, late pace from Rye and Klein. This is Mach 1 for 7 in a row in Ontario. Delivers the 2-5 spanking here. Byron for Winnicott. Second best was Mr. Big Bucks from last. Tight for third. Ryan Klein against Shalore's Magic. 1:59 and 2. Mach 1. Right on, Mach 1. This award sponsored by Mad Barn. Brick Kennedy, I believe, presenting, and Greg Gangle accepting on behalf of the connections. Mach 1 went 6 for 6 in London last season, owned by Mike Timpano. Sea Spray Stables Limited was trained by Mark Winnicott and driven by Aaron Byron. Connections aren't here, but how about a round for Mach 1? And thank you, Matt Barn. Claiming Trotter of the Year, sponsored by Huron Tractor. Lucas Martin's on hand to present.
Don Luigi taking fourth now with Speedy's Hot Toddles. Hooray for the winner. Trying for a piece of the high five pie. Down the stretch they come. Riddle We Miss is all alone for Young at 5-2. Victory's Peanut second best and beat tonight. It's going to be Riddle Me Miss, a wrapped up winner here for Young. Victory's Peanut, then Don Luigi. Hooray for the winner finishing fourth. Speedy's Hot Toddles was fifth. Mile and a 16 covered in 2:07.1.
Right on. Riddle We Miss, she was in the winner's circle quite a bit last season. Again, sponsored by Huron Tractor. Lucas Martin's with us. Accepting on behalf of Riddle Me Miss, I believe Michael Carther, Brian Daly, Larry Beck, Don Schuldes. Riddle Me Miss started 20 times last season in London. 7 wins, over $24,000 in earnings. This one driven in part by Scott Young, Paul McKenzie, Travis Henry. And yeah, great season for the trotting mare. On the claiming side of things, Riddle Me Miss. Wonderful. Congratulations. On to our claiming Pacer of the Year. It's sponsored by Horse Player Interactive. HPI Bet Klaus and team are with us to present. Claiming Pacer of the Year.
Fourth and in for R. Eleanor Hanover. Come back, Matt is fifth. And into the lane they come. Remus Blue Chip. He's been all in since the bell. Still doing it well here. Sandy's Candy, though, right up to the throat latch. Sandy's Candy puts the head in front. Coming back, Remus Blue Chip. Remus Blue Chip McClure for 3 straight in London. Second best was Sandy's Candy. Terrorizer third. Battle on for fourth. It was between Rock and Roll Band and Comeback Match. So here's McClure with the natural hat trick tonight, keeping another one alive. And Remus Blue Chip, a 9-1 upset.
Wonderful. Claiming Pacer of the Year, Remus Blue Chip. Thank you, Horse Player Interactive, for sponsoring. Remus Blue Chip started 17 times, and he was in the winner's circle 9 times. 26 grand in earnings, was owned by Christina Lalonde, trained by Len Lalonde Jr. Bob McClure driving for the most part. Nick Stewart sharing the duties as well. A fabulous season for Remus Blue Chip in London. Right on. Remus Blue Chip, claiming Pacer of the Year. Congratulations. Next award will be presented to the connections of the AIDS Trotting Mare of the Year. This one's sponsored by Gateway. Mark Haley on hand to present for the AIDS Trotting Mare.
By length and 3/4, Leroy's Dream giving chase. TC Snow Massive is thinking about it. She makes the move to the outside now in third for a late challenge. 1/8 of a mile left to go. Jaggers Row still leading. Now the lead is 3. Leroy's Dream against TC Snow Massive racing for the place here. Jaggers Row, 4 left turns for Coulter. She wins in 1:58 flat. She's never been better. Leroy's Dream was second, then TC Snow Massive, Burst Hanover, J.N. Ryder.
What a year for Jaggers Row. Big round of applause for that very good trotter. Again, we've got Mark Haley of Gateway presenting for Age Trotter Mare of the Year. Jaggers Row started 17 times. She had a long win streak on the go here in the spring. 11 victories, 2017. Over $40,000 earned for the owner and trainer, Dennis Morrissey. Congratulations, Dennis. It's awesome. Scott Coulter was in the sulky the majority of the time, and he got along well with her. Jaggers Row, if she kept it together, she was always one to beat. One more, Sierra says. This is Sierra taking the photos tonight. Dennis Morrissey, great job with Jaggers Row, your age trotting mare of the year. Age trotting horse or gelding at the Raceway in London 2017, sponsored by Clinton Raceway. Stacey Smith, I believe, is with us tonight. And yeah, we're going to cue it up for Leo.
Here at GIC, taking third, the High Road with the huge recovery after the gate break. 1/8 of a mile left to go. Liam Needsom is on top. Second best now, the High Road against Harriet GIC, but on top and trotting away, it's Liam Needsom for 2 in a row in London. Stewart for Kennedy. The High Road was second. Harriet GIC third, Striking Nike fourth.
There it is, age trotter of the year, Liam Needsom. Britt Kennedy's with us, shared an ownership with Lori Ferguson, Betty Roberts. Britt, of course, did the training. Nick Stewart got along well with Liam Needsom. Thanks so much. Stacey joining us from Clinton Raceway this evening. Liam Needsom, a 4-time winner, 2017 at the Raceway, your age trotting horse or gelding of the year. Way to go, Britt. Way to go, Nick. Next up, we've got the older pacing mare, and it's sponsored by Dr. Chris Robson and Dr. Bob Boyce.
Brandy Kay, she's got to go. Miss Brandy Kay directed to the outside. Solid Queen in with a shot here in third. And Pinky Tuscaderos fanning wide for the drive. Down the stretch they come. Lucky Cocktail still there. Miss Brandy Kay and Solid Queen with a solid finish. The Queen is there. Solid Queen wins it. Tight for second, Catherine B against Miss Brandy K. Lucky Cocktail finishing fourth, 157-3.
Solid Queen, a wonderful campaign. 2017 at the Raceway takes the older pacing mare of the year. Sponsored by Dr. Chris Robson and Dr. Bob Boyce. I believe Marilyn Held on here and to accept here for Solid Queen. She was a 6-time winner, almost $35,000 earned for Dwayne Soulier, trainer Keith Cullen. Drivers were Garrett Rooney, Alfie Carroll, and Scott Coulter. Solid Queen, great year. Our next award goes to the Aged Pacer of the Year, and this one's sponsored by M&T Printing. Mike Froome is on hand to congratulate the winning connections here. We're going to cue it up for a fan fave in London.
127-3, and they're tightly bunched with 1/8 of a mile to go. Proven Desire strikes the front. Here's Daylight Rush kicking on with Paparazzi Hanover and Gold Star Badlands on the grandstand side. Anybody's race here as they drive to the wire. Gold Star Badlands trying to sweep. Gold Star Badlands mows them down. In second, that was Daylight Rush. Paparazzi Hanover third. Long shots all around in the fifth.
Big year for Gold Star Badlands, and I believe Amy O'Toole is going to present here on behalf of M&T Printing. Gold Star Badlands for owner Morley Bradshaw. He couldn't be with us this evening, but I believe his sons are here and family members. 11 preferred victories. 2017 at the Raceway, almost $60,000 earned for the owner Morley Bradshaw, trainer Heather Toll. Scott Young, the answer. I know you got something to say, don't you? Oh, yeah. All righty, Gold Star Badlands, your age pacer of the year. What a wonderful season. Top class pacer, always in the hunt here in London. Yeah, it's Gordo, all right. Bring it in for Gordo. Wonderful, wonderful season. Scott Young?
Hi, Chuck. No, it's okay, brother.
Okay, maybe another time. All righty. Congratulations, Gold Star Badlands, taking the older Pacing Horse or Gelding of the Year at the Raceway. That one's sponsored by M&T Printing. And all right, third and final round of door prizes. Amy and Greg, let's do this thing. Again, you filled out ballots on your way in, and that's how you get a chance to win. This final round of door prizes here tonight. I believe there's 3 more, right? 3 draws. Tickets for the night, $50 gift cards. 50-50 amount, I think it's $400 going home with the winner. 50-50 tickets sold out tonight. That was awesome. All in support of OSAS, the Ontario Standardbred Adoption Society. Right on. Keith Manders, come on down. Dave Jackson Jr. This is for the Knights tickets right here. Eileen Cripps gets the Knights tickets. Great job setting the mood there, Rob, DJing tonight. Great job. Moving right along. We've got some, you know what, before we get to Owner of the Year, just a quick word here from our Raceway Ambassador, Lou Sorella. His lovely wife, Maria, they could not make it tonight, but would like to congratulate everyone involved on a wonderful 2017 at the Raceway. Lou Sorella says, in our books, you are all winners for supporting live harness racing in London. A warm thanks to those that have supported Team to the Moon and those that continue on with the team in support of breast cancer awareness. Lou and Maria also passing along a thank you to the Raceway team and those working hard behind the scenes there in helping spread the word for Team to the Moon. And of course, we at the Raceway in turn thank Lou Sorella, aka he's the hashtag Lou Knows, for his continued support from his guest handicapping selections up to the minute race results on social media and overall promotion of this track and those that race here. He is a huge ambassador for what we do here at the Raceway. It just wouldn't be the same without him. How about a hand for Lou Sorella? He deserves it. All right, next award, it's going to go to our Owner of the Year. Owner of the Year, sponsored by Standardbred Canada, presented by Bag of Cards. She's being urged now, though. Bag of Cards, live a little longer, reeling in the pace setter. So it's the heavy favorite with a long shot trying to reel her in. Bag of Cards. It's going to break her maiden right here. Jay Harrison for Jim Watts. Second best, live a little longer. Just a Shady Fantasy third. And to complete the superfecta, I'm Ryland, 2 minutes, 2/5. Maiden mark, Bag of Cards. Right on. Owner of the Year, Jeff Williamson. Right on. Williamson got into harness racing 7 years ago, stepped up his involvement only recently. The Williamsons rent a horse farm with 45 stalls and a half-mile track near their home farm. They are involved in all aspects of the sport now, from breeding to racing. Jeff says, my grandfather used to race before I was born, so I wanted to learn how to do it. I wanted to learn the business. We've got 45 horses at the racing farm right now. And Jeff also mentions he likes to give horses a chance. Some people give up on them, and he kind of likes those horses. Many of the Williamsons' horses have Eatum in their name, which is in reference to his business, Eatum Pork. Eatum comes from the initials of the Williamsons' children at the time the name was created. That is Evan, Alicia, Tyler, Amy, Alan, and Matthew. Another son, now 5 years old, Parker. He came afterwards. So there you go. Jeff Williamson, our Owner of the Year at the Raceway. Congratulations, Jeff and family. And thank you, Mark Horner, on behalf of Standardbred Canada, presenting there. Next award. It's sponsored by the Ontario Harness Horse Association, sponsored by OHA. It's the Trainer of the Year. And Brian Tropey, I believe, is with us tonight to present, and we're going to cue up a video for Trainer of the Year 2017.
129-1 for 3/4. And it's Zampera on the outside, though. Payback is coming back. Payback along the inside. Watch this one. Zampera fights on here in second. Up on the wide side. Is it Friday yet on New Year's Eve? He's coming. Payback. 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 Payback for the win gives Vic Putty the training title for 2017 all by himself here at the Raceway. Payback guts it out to win here at 7-2.
Right on, Vic Putty, come on down. Trainer Vic Putty, he also celebrated his 2,000th career training victory right here in London last season. You betcha. Show me some magic. And your whole team, Vic, I imagine, shares in this Trainer of the Year award. From 235 starts in London last season, 36 wins, 39 seconds, 34 thirds, almost $250,000 earned. Again, it's Brian Tropey for OHA presenting to our Trainer of the Year, Vic Putty. And we've got that 2,000th career victory sign right here. We're going to present it. Why not? Big year for Vic Putty and team. Congratulations. Trainer of the Year at the Raceway. Alrighty, our next award sponsored by Scott McNiven Stables, presented by Kim McNiven. It's for Driver of the Year.
Gone better on top. GD Cruz for gold. He's fighting on for second against Payback. And behind those in the fourth, Fleetwood Mock. And down the stretch they come. Bob McClure coming into London. And he's just picked up his 5th victory on the night. He's gone better. Romps. Close for second. GD Cruz for gold against Quint Largo. Up the inside to be fourth was Fleetwood Mock. 158-4. He's gone better. Picks up his 5th win in his last 6 outings here in Ontario.
Right on. Big year for driver Bob McClure. Led all drivers for win in Ontario 2017. You got another pick there, Kim? Another picture with Kim McNiven representing Scott McNiven. Say a big round for Bob. Just a little bit. So Bob McClure splitting his time now between the Woodbine and, of course, the Raceway. I know when Bob's here, the horse players love playing him. Always in with a shot with a horse in London, Bob McClure.
All right, thank you.
He's a man of a few words. What's that?
Well, I mean, obviously it was really good people behind me that made it all possible. I mean, I know going to Woodbine when I left, all the horses I was driving kept winning without me, so I don't think it was me. So.
You know what? We're happy to have you here, Bob, and whenever you can make it here through the week. I know you're busy at Woodbine, too, but we're happy to have you here in London as a regular competitor. Congratulations, Driver of the Year at the Raceway 2017. Right on. Everybody having a good time? Come on. Yes. We got a special award coming up here. This one's sponsored by Western Fair District and presented by Greg Blanchard. And we're going to talk about a very nice filly here. We're going to cue up her video right now.
Jimmy's little girl has come back for 4th. Little over an 8 left to go. The Joy Luck Club trying to see this one through. And she's put 2 lengths now on Jump, Jive, and Jam. The Joy Luck Club, this is girl power on display one more time in London. The Joy Luck Club for the Horners. Second best was Jump, Jive, and Jam. Alphabet Queen finishes 3rd, so the Joy Luck Club home in 29 flat tonight for a mile and 157-3.
Right on. It pretty much all began here in London early in the year. The special recognition award going to the connections of the Joy Luck Club. Congratulations to the connections here. Yeah, for sure. Owned by Mark Corner, RAW Equine Inc., along with Greg McNair. Training duties were split by Mark Corner and Greg McNair through 2017. Drivers were Mike Corner, Doug McNair, and I believe Bob McClure was on board as well. The Joy Luck Club, from just 10 starts here in 2017, had 7 wins, 2 seconds, and over $30,000 earned. And Ontario Sire Stakes Super Final winner, dominating Ontario Sire Stakes this season, the Joy Luck Club, and a very close runner-up for the O'Brien Award for 3-year-old pacing fillies, the closest voting category through all the O'Briens, which was won by Betters Up. A strong showing, though, through 2017. The Joy Luck Club. It all started here with a beautiful filly. Congratulations to the connections. Give it up, the Joy Luck Club. Next award we have, it is the Outstanding Service Award, sponsored by Wall-Time Stables. I'm going to call upon Mr. Dave Wall and our own Greg Gangle. And you know what, Greg? I'm just going to let you take this away. Dave Wall?
Yeah, we'll bring Dave up first before we get into things. Dave. The recipient of this year's Outstanding Service Award was born in Detroit, Michigan, raised in Crediton, Ontario, and in 1977, at the age of 26, he moved to London to pursue a career in training and driving standardbreds. From trotters like Kawartha One Step and Surveillance back in the beginning of the Ontario Sire Stakes program, to recent trotters like Little Red Chev, and previous award winner Jagersro, one of tonight's champions. Dennis Morrissey has enjoyed a successful career at the Raceway of the Western Fair District and throughout Ontario. To date as a trainer, Dennis has amassed career earnings of nearly $2 million, having won 532 times from 2,800 starts as a driver, and career earnings of $3.9 million, along with 1,294 trips to the winner's circle. This year, the Wall family is proud to recognize Dennis Morrissey for all of his accomplishments and dedication to the sport of harness racing and present him with the Wall-Time Stable Outstanding Service Award for 2017. Dennis Morrissey, everybody. Come on up, Dennis. There he is.
Alrighty, thank you to the Wall family. Dean was on hand to present with Dave, and fabulous award each and every year. You're right. Thanks so much for the Wall family supporting that award. Again, just prior to presenting for the overall Horse of the Year, the 50-50 winner is going to go home with $400 tonight. The other $400 is going to the Ontario Standardbred Adoption Society. Thanks so much for supporting that. And we will draw for that 50-50 following this next award, sponsored by Western Fair District, presented by our own Greg Gangle. And it's going to go to the overall Horse of the Year at the Raceway. Cue it up.
Bankshot Hanover adore him, still out there in fourth, fifth and in for Upgrade Valley, and they swing off the 7/8 turn for home. Gold Star Badlands fighting on down on my luck. Bankshot Hanover, this could be your horse of the year 2017 at the Raceway. Gold Star Badlands. Young for Toll. Second best was down on my luck. Bankshot Hanover. Upgrade Valley rounding out the top four, 156 and 2. Gordo. You betcha. A fabulous season there for a top-class pacer in London. Very tough to win 11 in a season here at the Raceway. Very tough to win it in preferred action as well. Owned by Morley Bradshaw, trained by Heather Toll, driven to win by Scott Young. I believe each and every time, Scott? Each and every time, he says. Yeah. Come on, what did he say? He's a 9 out of 10 for driving duties? Yeah, you betcha. Depends on the day, he says. A fan favorite, of course, here at the Raceway. No, not you, Scott. Gordo. Gordo had a fabulous season again. Congratulations once again to the Connections. Your overall Horse of the Year, Gold Star Badlands. Come on. No, come on. All right, we're going to twist his arm.
What's up?
Scott Young. Tell us about that nickname one more time.
I'm famous for all the wrong reasons. You know that.
Famous for all the wrong reasons? Oh, yeah, okay. There's a video that keeps on circulating every now and then.
Yeah.
How many views are you up to?
I think 18,000.
18,000 of you in the paddock at Flamborough. What happened?
I just happened to hit the wall, and rubber on rubber doesn't work.
And you were on your ass.
You know it.
In the paddock, on video, it's caught. 18,000 views. Scott, the answer Young, driving Gold Star Badlands to the overall Horse of the Year. Any comments on that award? It's special, right?
He's a very nice horse to drive, absolutely. And he probably makes me look better than I've made him look sometimes.
Oh, come on. You got to give yourself a little more credit. Gold Star Badlands, Scott Young, Heather Toll, Morley Bradshaw, and family. Wonderful job, yeah. Have a great night, Scott. Have a great night, everybody. Yeah, one more time, Gold Star Badlands. 50/50 ticket number is, get your tickets out, it's worth $400. And again, the 50/50 ticket sold out just like the Banquet. That's awesome.
Okay, the ticket number is 0204787. 0204787 for $400.
If you got that ticket, come on down, show us proof, and Amy will pay you $400. Show us the ticket and you will get paid. I think that's going to wrap it up for the awards. I want to thank all the award sponsors and those of you for coming on out and supporting this annual awards banquet. And again, one more time for Spectra, a fabulous meal. Amy O'Toole did a ton of work for this banquet. She did a fine job, hey? The rest of the team here in London. But again, we couldn't do it without all of you. We're so glad you're with us tonight.